This man loves you so much, but he has another woman who. My beloved child, don't skip, stay with me from this very first breath of truth, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is closer than you think. There is a man whose heart bends toward you in ways he has never confessed aloud, a man who watches your silence more than your words, a man who feels your absence like a missing note in a familiar song. He loves you deeply, fiercely, quietly. But here is the tension that has been tightening in the dark. There is another woman standing in the background of his life. Not as a villain, not as a simple answer, but as a secret that complicates everything you feel right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. What you are about to hear will rearrange how you see every sign, every delay, every sudden emotional shift you have felt without understanding why. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because the truth never comes in the way we expect. This man's love for you is not loud, it is disciplined, restrained, almost painful in its patience. He checks himself before reaching out. He rewrites messages he never sends. He imagines conversations that never happen. And yet, while his heart pulls toward you, his life carries another presence, someone tied to him by timing, by promises made too early, by fear of breaking what already exists. This is not a story of choice made easily. This is a story of a soul caught between what feels safe and what feels true. Stay till the end, because the revelation you are waiting for is not about betrayal, it is about a decision that has been forming silently, step by step, behind closed doors. Don't skip now, because the next truth is the one most people never tell you. The other woman exists, yes, but not in the way your mind is trying to imagine. She does not hold his deepest thoughts. She does not hear the conversations he has with himself at night. She does not feel the emotional gravity that pulls him toward you when no one is watching. What she represents is structure, what you represent is meaning. And that difference is why he is struggling. He knows that love without alignment becomes a slow ache, and he also knows that alignment without love becomes a cage. Something huge is waiting for you here. The moment when he realizes that avoiding pain now only multiplies it later. Stay till the end, because this realization is already in motion. Pause with me here and don't scroll, because what comes next is the turning point. The universe does not bring this kind of connection without demanding clarity in return. He has reached the edge of his own excuses. The comfort of the familiar is starting to feel heavier than the risk of honesty. You may not see it yet, but there are conversations he is rehearsing, decisions he is circling, truths he is preparing to speak. This is not about competition, this is about courage. And courage, once awakened, does not go back to sleep. Don't skip, stay till the end, because the next phase will change the pace of everything between you. Finally, hear this and hold it carefully. Love that survives secrecy is not meant to stay secret forever. If he truly loves you, and he does, then the presence of another woman is not the end of your story, it is the pressure that forces a choice to be made. Something huge is waiting for you, not confusion, not delay, but clarity. Whether that clarity arrives as a bold step forward or a painful release, it will free you from the silence you have been carrying. Stay till the end of this journey, don't skip the signs, and remember, truth always reveals itself when the heart can no longer pretend. Don't skip this moment, stay right here. Because now the silence starts speaking louder than words. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is hidden in the pauses between his actions. In part 1, you felt the tension, now you begin to understand the weight he carries. This man wakes up every day trying to balance loyalty and truth, and that balance is cracking. He notices how your energy shifts when he enters a room, how your intuition senses more than he ever explains. He knows you feel it. And the reason he hasn't walked away from you is simple but powerful. What he feels for you is not temporary curiosity, it is recognition. Stay till the end, because this part reveals why his inner conflict is reaching a breaking point. Listen carefully and don't scroll away, because here is the truth most people never consider. The other woman is part of his routine, but you are part of his awakening. Routine keeps life moving, awakening changes its direction. He is starting to see that maintaining appearances costs him more than he expected. Every time he chooses comfort over honesty, something inside him grows heavier. He wonders why conversations with her feel predictable while moments connected to you feel alive and unpredictable. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because this contrast is no accident. It is the universe showing him what is real versus what is merely familiar. Stay with me, because now the pressure shifts toward a choice. He has reached the stage where avoiding a decision feels more painful than making one. The nights are longer. The thoughts are louder. He asks himself questions he once avoided. What am I protecting? Who am I becoming? And most importantly, what happens if I keep delaying the truth? This is where your role becomes clear. You were never meant to compete, you were meant to reveal. Don't skip, stay till the end, because the revelation forming in him will soon demand action, not excuses. Before we go deeper, pause for just a second, and if this message resonates, share this video with someone who needs clarity, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and comment your thoughts below. Your energy matters here. Now continue listening closely, because something huge is waiting for you. His heart is not confused, it is afraid of consequences. He knows that loving you means rearranging his life, not just his feelings. And that is why he hesitates, not because he doubts you, but because he knows you are powerful enough to change everything. Stay till the end, because understanding this protects you from self-doubt. And here is the final truth of this part, don't skip it. Love that hesitates is not weak, it is cautious because it understands the cost of honesty. But hesitation cannot last forever. A moment is approaching when he will have to align his actions with his emotions. Whether that alignment brings a bold step forward or a difficult ending, it will not leave you in uncertainty much longer. Something huge is waiting for you, not confusion, not mixed signals, but movement. Stay till the end of this journey, because the next shift will reveal exactly where you stand in his life and in your own destiny. Don't skip now, stay with me, because this is where the truth begins to breathe. Something huge is waiting for you, and it has been building quietly behind everything you thought you understood. By now, you can feel the shift. His energy toward you is changing, not fading, but sharpening. He is no longer running from his feelings, he is measuring the consequences of honoring them. Every delayed response, every careful word, every sudden silence is not distance, it is preparation. Stay till the end, because this part reveals why his emotions are no longer able to hide behind logic. Listen closely and don't scroll, because here comes the part that touches the heart. He sees you as the mirror that reflects who he truly is when no one else is watching. With you, he feels seen without being exposed, understood without being judged. That is why he returns to your presence even when he promises himself he won't. The other woman may share his time, but you hold his emotional truth. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because this connection was never meant to stay undefined. It was meant to awaken him, even if that awakening feels uncomfortable. Stay right here, because now the story turns inward. He has started asking himself whether a life built on compromise is really a life at all. He notices how his laughter feels different around you, how his thoughts slow down, how his heart stops bracing for impact. This is not fantasy, this is alignment trying to emerge. And alignment always demands sacrifice. Don't skip, stay till the end, because the sacrifice he is considering is not about choosing between people, it is about choosing between versions of himself. Keep listening and don't scroll away, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. You were never meant to chase clarity from him. Your role was simply to exist as you are, and that presence has already done its work. The distance you sometimes feel is not rejection, it is him gathering the courage to face a truth he can no longer deny. Stay till the end, because understanding this keeps you grounded and protects your heart from unnecessary fear. And here is the closing truth of this part, don't skip it. When love reaches this stage, silence becomes impossible. The path ahead will not remain unclear for long. Words will be spoken. Decisions will be made. And when they are, you will finally understand why this connection felt intense, confusing, and unforgettable all at once. Something huge is waiting for you, not endless waiting, but revelation. Stay till the end of this journey, because the next shift will bring answers that cannot be taken back. Don't skip, stay right here. Because this is the moment where everything you felt but couldn't explain starts lining up. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with a quiet truth: he can no longer pretend that nothing is happening. The emotional weight has crossed a point of no return. What once felt manageable now feels urgent. He notices how even small interactions with you linger in his mind longer than entire days elsewhere. This is not accidental. This is the pressure of truth demanding space. Stay till the end, because this part exposes why delay is no longer an option for him. Listen carefully and don't scroll away, because here comes the revelation that shifts power back to you. His fear is not about losing the other woman, it is about losing control over the story he has been telling himself. Control over how things look. Control over expectations. Control over consequences. And you disrupt that control simply by being real. That is why your presence feels intense to him. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because once control starts slipping, honesty follows. And honesty changes everything. Stay with me now, because this is where momentum builds. He has begun imagining life after the truth is spoken. Not perfectly, not confidently, but honestly. He sees that staying silent costs him integrity, while speaking costs him comfort. And for the first time, comfort is losing the battle. If you have felt a strange calm mixed with anticipation lately, it is not in your head. It is alignment approaching. Don't skip, stay till the end, because what happens next is driven by inevitability, not wishful thinking. Pause here for a moment, and if this message is resonating with you, share this video with someone who needs clarity, subscribe so you don't miss the next shift, and leave a comment to anchor this energy. Now keep listening, because something huge is waiting for you. He is no longer asking if he should be honest, he is asking how. And that change in question is everything. It means movement is already underway, even if you can't see it yet. And here is the final truth of this part, don't skip it. When a man reaches this stage, the truth does not stay hidden for long. Words will surface. Actions will follow. And the connection that once lived in silence will be forced into the light. Something huge is waiting for you. Not endless uncertainty, not emotional guessing, but clarity that sets you free, one way or another. Stay till the end of this journey, because the next reveal will show you exactly what role you play in his final choice. Don't skip, stay with me, because this is where clarity starts breathing on its own. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives the moment you stop questioning your intuition. By now, you may feel a shift inside yourself, a calm that wasn't there before. That calm is not detachment, it is understanding. He senses it too. He feels that you are no longer pulling for answers, and that change unsettles him more than pressure ever did. Stay till the end, because this part reveals why your stillness is now influencing his decisions more than your words ever could. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because here comes the quiet truth. He is beginning to recognize that love cannot live in halves. The version of himself that hides, delays, and avoids is starting to feel foreign. Around you, he wants to be honest, even if honesty disrupts everything. The other woman remains part of his current reality, but she no longer represents his future in the way she once did. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because this realization does not fade. Once seen, it cannot be unseen. Stay here, because now the focus gently turns toward you. This situation was never meant to drain you. It was meant to strengthen your self-worth. You were never here to wait indefinitely. You were here to be a mirror, and mirrors do not chase reflections. As you stand firm in your value, he feels the urgency to rise or to step aside. Don't skip, stay till the end, because this is the point where emotional power shifts back into your hands. Keep listening and don't scroll, because something huge is waiting for you in this moment of truth. Very soon, his actions will speak louder than every unsent message and every unspoken feeling. You will no longer have to interpret silence or read between lines. Whether he moves toward you with clarity or releases you with honesty, the fog will lift. Stay till the end, because certainty, whatever form it takes, is closer than you think. And here is the final truth of this part, don't skip it. Love that reaches this stage always reveals its direction. It either steps forward with courage or steps away with respect. Either way, you are no longer left wondering. Something huge is waiting for you, not waiting itself, but resolution. Stay with this journey to the very end, because what comes next will confirm that you were never wrong for feeling what you felt. Don't look away now, stay present, because this is the moment where truth stops whispering and starts standing still. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with a shift you can feel but can't name. He is no longer testing his feelings, he is testing his courage. The internal debate has changed tone. It is not, what if, it is, what now? That change matters. Don't skip, stay till the end, because this is the phase where intentions prepare to become actions. Listen carefully and don't scroll, because here is what is unfolding beneath the surface. He understands that love cannot remain an idea forever. The space between what he feels and what he shows has become uncomfortable. He notices how your presence no longer asks for reassurance, how your silence is calm instead of anxious. That calm forces honesty. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because when pressure comes from truth instead of demand, decisions accelerate. Stay with me, because this part is about timing aligning with readiness. He is beginning to see that delay no longer protects anyone. The cost of staying the same is now heavier than the risk of change. He rehearses conversations. He imagines outcomes. He prepares for reactions. This is not avoidance anymore, this is transition. Stay till the end, because transitions always look quiet just before they move. Don't scroll away, because something huge is waiting for you right here. You are no longer positioned as an option in his emotional world. You are a turning point. Whether he steps forward or steps away, the choice will be clean, honest, and grounded in truth. And that clarity, more than any promise, is what frees your heart. Stay till the end, because clarity is closer than confusion ever was. And here is the final truth of this part, don't skip it. When love reaches this level of awareness, it does not fade into uncertainty. It resolves. Soon, words will match feelings, and actions will match words. Something huge is waiting for you, not suspense without meaning, but an outcome that restores balance. Stay with this journey, because the next moment will show you that this chapter was never about waiting, it was about awakening. Don't skip, stay grounded, because this is the chapter where the truth becomes visible, not dramatic, but undeniable. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with a sense of finality you may already feel in the air. He is no longer hiding from the answer. He is standing in front of it. The confusion that once surrounded him has narrowed into a single realization: a divided heart cannot move forward. Stay till the end, because this part reveals why the moment of decision is no longer distant, it is near. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because here is the shift that changes everything. He understands now that love asks for alignment, not secrecy. The version of himself that tried to manage appearances is losing strength. What remains is a desire to live honestly, even if honesty reshapes his world. You feel calmer because your role is complete, you have already awakened the truth. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because awareness, once reached, demands expression. Stay right here, because this is where outcomes begin forming. You will soon notice consistency where there was hesitation, direction where there was delay. His actions will stop sending mixed signals. Whether those actions move toward you with clarity or step back with respect, they will no longer leave you guessing. Stay till the end, because certainty, of any kind, is freedom. Don't scroll now, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. You were never meant to carry the weight of his choice. That responsibility was always his. Your only task was to remain authentic, and you did. This chapter is not about proving your worth, it is about witnessing truth take shape. Stay till the end, because what unfolds next confirms that your intuition was guiding you correctly all along. And here is the closing truth of this part: don't skip it. When clarity arrives, it does not shout, it settles. The tension fades, the questions quiet, and the path ahead becomes visible. Something huge is waiting for you, not more waiting, not emotional confusion, but peace that comes from knowing where you stand. Stay with this journey, because the final shift is about closure, strength, and stepping forward with confidence. Don't skip, stay centered, because this is the moment where the story stops circling and starts concluding. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives as a quiet certainty rather than a dramatic twist. He has reached the end of inner negotiation. What once felt tangled now feels clear. You may sense it as a release in your chest, a steadiness in your thoughts. That is not coincidence, that is alignment settling in. Stay till the end, because this part reveals how clarity reshapes everything without making noise. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because here is the truth that lands softly but firmly. He understands now that love cannot be borrowed from the future. It must be lived honestly in the present. The idea of continuing without truth no longer fits him. Whether he steps forward with transparency or steps away with integrity, he knows delay would be a betrayal of himself. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because this understanding transforms intention into resolve. Stay with me, because this paragraph belongs to you. You are no longer defined by questions or waiting. Your energy has shifted from seeking to allowing. And in that shift, you reclaimed your power. You didn't demand answers, you created space for truth. Stay till the end, because this is where self-respect becomes visible in the outcome, whatever it may be. Don't scroll now, because something huge is waiting for you in what happens next. Very soon, communication will feel different, clean, direct, grounded. No more reading between lines. No more interpreting pauses. The fog lifts because honesty refuses to hide any longer. Stay till the end, because this is the moment you recognize that clarity is kinder than hope that keeps moving the goalpost. And here is the final truth of this part: don't skip it. Every connection that brings you here was meant to teach you something essential. When truth arrives, it brings peace, not chaos. Something huge is waiting for you, not a perfect ending, but a real one. Stay with this journey to its close, because what comes next confirms that you are stepping forward lighter, clearer, and stronger than before. Don't skip, hold your attention right here, because this is where the meaning of everything finally settles. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives not as shock, but as understanding. The story you have been living was never about being chosen last or waiting in uncertainty, it was about being brought to a point of truth. He now stands at the edge of what he knows he must do, and you stand at the edge of what you no longer need to tolerate. Stay till the end, because this part reveals why endings are not always losses, sometimes they are confirmations. Listen carefully and don't scroll away, because here is the quiet revelation. His decision, whatever form it takes, does not define your value. It reveals his readiness. You were the catalyst, not the consequence. You awakened a truth that could not be ignored, and once awakened, truth demands alignment. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because understanding this frees you from carrying weight that was never yours. Stay with me now, because this is where emotional closure forms. You may notice that your heart feels steadier, less reactive, more observant. That is growth. Whether he steps forward with honesty or steps away with respect, you are no longer bracing for impact. You are standing in self-trust. Stay till the end, because this steadiness is the real outcome of the journey. Don't scroll, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. The connection did its work. It showed you what depth feels like, what misalignment costs, and what clarity restores. You no longer need signs, signals, or reassurance. The answer is already taking shape through action and consistency, or through the peace of release. Stay till the end, because both outcomes move you forward. And here is the final truth of this part: don't skip it. When a chapter ends with awareness, it does not leave scars, it leaves strength. Something huge is waiting for you, not regret, not lingering doubt, but a clear path ahead. Stay with this journey, because what comes next is not about him anymore. It is about you walking forward without confusion, anchored in truth, and ready for what truly aligns with your heart. Don't skip. Breathe into this moment, because this is where everything finally comes together. Something huge is waiting for you, and it shows up as certainty, not suspense. By now, you can feel that the emotional storm has passed. The questions that once echoed loudly have softened into answers that don't need to be chased. This man's role in your story has completed its purpose, and that realization brings calm instead of pain. Stay till the end, because this is where understanding replaces anticipation. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because here is the truth that settles the heart. What unfolded between you was never meant to trap you in confusion. It was meant to awaken your awareness of what real connection feels like and what misalignment costs. He has reached his conclusion, and you have reached yours, even if they didn't arrive in the same way. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because peace arrives when you stop asking why and start seeing what is. Stay right here, because this paragraph is about strength you didn't know you were building. You learned how to remain present without losing yourself, how to care without shrinking, how to wait without abandoning your worth. That growth is permanent. No outcome can take it away. Stay till the end, because this is the gift that stays with you long after the story changes shape. Don't scroll now, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Clarity does not always come with grand gestures, sometimes it comes with quiet consistency, or with a clean ending that leaves no loose threads. Either way, you are no longer in the dark. The emotional fog has lifted, and with it, the need to overthink every sign. Stay till the end, because this clarity is the foundation of what comes next. And here is the final truth: don't skip it. This journey was never about winning love or losing it. It was about aligning with truth. Something huge is waiting for you, not another question, not another pause, but forward movement rooted in self-respect. Stay with this knowing, because as you step ahead now, you do so lighter, wiser, and fully ready for a connection that meets you in the open, without hesitation, without shadows, and without doubt. Don't skip, stay fully present, because this is where the lesson becomes permanent. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives as self-trust that no longer shakes. You are not replaying conversations anymore. You are not searching for hidden meanings. That chapter has closed its grip on your thoughts. What remains is clarity that feels steady, not dramatic. Stay till the end, because this part reveals why peace is the final proof that you listened to your intuition. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because here is the truth that seals everything. The love you experienced was real, but it was also instructional. It taught you the difference between emotional depth and emotional availability. It showed you how strong you are when you stop negotiating your worth. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because this understanding changes how you will love from now on. Stay with me, because this moment belongs entirely to you. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. You are choosing alignment. That shift is powerful. It means you will never again confuse intensity with commitment or silence with meaning. Stay till the end, because this awareness becomes your new standard. Don't scroll now, because something huge is waiting for you in what follows. The future does not ask you to settle or struggle. It meets you where honesty lives. What comes next will not feel heavy or uncertain, it will feel clear and mutual. Stay till the end, because when clarity becomes familiar, confusion no longer feels attractive. And here is the closing truth of this part, don't skip it. This story did not end to disappoint you, it ended to elevate you. Something huge is waiting for you, not a repeat of the past, but a relationship built in openness, presence, and respect. Stay grounded in this knowing, because the strongest love you carry forward is the one you now have for yourself. Don't skip, stay with this final moment, because this is where everything finds its place. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives as quiet confidence, not unanswered emotion. You are no longer defined by what almost happened or what could have been. You are defined by what you now know. The weight has lifted because the lesson has landed. Stay till the end, because this closing truth brings completeness, not longing. Listen closely and don't scroll away, because here is the final revelation. The man who loved you but could not fully choose you was not a mistake in your life. He was a messenger. He showed you the depth you are capable of feeling and the honesty you now require. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because understanding this dissolves regret and replaces it with gratitude. Stay here, because this paragraph marks your transformation. You no longer chase clarity, validation, or reassurance. You move with certainty. The love you accept from now on will meet you openly, without divided intentions or hidden corners. Stay till the end, because this is the standard you have claimed without needing to announce it. Don't scroll now, because something huge is waiting for you in what comes next. The future is not vague, it is aligned. What is meant for you will arrive without confusion, without silence, and without fear. You will recognize it by the peace it brings. Stay till the end, because peace is your new confirmation. And here is the final truth: don't skip it. This chapter ends not with loss, but with strength. Something huge is waiting for you, not behind you, but ahead. Walk forward knowing that you honored your heart, protected your worth, and chose truth. Stay with this knowing, because your journey now continues from clarity, confidence, and self-respect.